Hello, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me in the comments. I'm currently in my studio room, so I don't know what microphone I'm coming through. Hello to Hannah. Hi. Can you all hear me? I assume that you can hear me. I am good, thank you. I'm excited to have the video out there. Sorry for the delay. The VFX that you've seen at the end, they took so long to get right, but hopefully it was worth the wait. Oh, you can all hear me, amazing. Thanks for joining me. If you have any questions about the song or the video or whatever it is, let me know and I'll do my best to give you an answer. Currently in my I know it's beautiful, isn't it? I wrapped my piano in the Christmas tree lights because it kind of made me sad that they weren't in use anymore. This is going to be a vocal booth eventually, but we're getting there. The video looks so good. Thank you. Amazing song. Thank you. This is lovely. Lovely to hear on Tuesday afternoon. Love you, Nina from Paris. Hi, Danny in Paris. I really, really hope I can come visit you all soon because I miss Paris. I miss Europe. I miss traveling. Okay, starting with Sana. What inspired the video? So, as you can probably guess, When You Lose Someone is about losing someone, but it's kind of in whatever way you want to view losing someone, if that makes sense. So I feel like there's so many different levels and forms of loss. There's like, someone passing away, there's someone just not being in your life, or there's someone breaking up with you. There's so many different forms of it. And I feel like everyone experiences it in different ways, but it's a similar feeling. So I wanted to take like my story and put it more into just the feeling of it with the song. And the video I wanted to do the same. So the figure, the person in the hoodie, is to just represent whoever you want. Basically, I was like, I don't want someone that's gendered or their face is visible, or like I just want it to be a person that people can imagine their own person on, if that makes sense. So hopefully we achieved that with the video. But it starts off hooded and it's like kind of like a human. But there's the two sides to the video. There's the warm kind of living room setting where you see me lip syncing, and then there's also the more it's almost like, the Stranger Things upside down world where everything's like cold and empty, and it's to symbolize the two kind of feelings you go to when you're, getting over someone or losing someone, whatever it is. How, one day you can be fine and then the next you're like, oh, I feel so alone and isolated and just kind of sad about the whole situation. So it's to represent that. And then the person is human in the warm living room setting, and then in the cold setting they're more just like a figment of your imagination. And that's why we made the person made of stars, because they are, I don't know, it's just like we're all made of atoms and matter, whatever it is that science says. And it's to kind of symbolize that, like, people just, they come and go. But also it's to symbolize whatever you want it to symbolize. I really wanted to keep it open. Normally I feel like I'm so specific, and it's such like a storytelling thing with me, but I really wanted this to just be about the feeling, and then you bring whatever story you want to it. So that is the video. Yeah, I think like the song was my story when I wrote it, but it's your story now it's out. So yeah, hopefully that sums it up. But I'm gonna have a little look. I'm gonna go back now. Oh, lots of people from Brazil. Hello Brazil. Um, mm, mm. I love the video. How long did it take to film? It took a day to film. It was actually a very straightforward video to film. We filmed it in this like big drama studio in London, and it was a very simple setup, just lip syncing. I knew that I wanted to be emotional in it because the song is so emotional to me. But I'm someone that like doesn't have many emotions on the surface. Like there's a lot going on down there, but I was like, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to cry on cue. Like it's just not something that I don't know I have experience in. I'm weird. Like I won't cry for months, and then one day it'll all just come out, and then I'll be like dead inside again. But I was like, I know I want to cry. I want to get the emotion of the song out. And then when we got there, it was just it just came out. It was just easy. It was a really quick day. We did have a bit of light fanning to the eyes to get some extra tears. But yeah, it was really simple. And then with I'm actually going to post a TikTok of how we made the person of stars. But that was again very simple. The person made of stars was wearing a green morph suit, which was kind of hilarious, but also good because I didn't have to look at them in the eye. Like I think that would have been so awkward. So yeah, they were in a green morph suit, and I had to just imagine them as this star being the whole day, but it looked hilarious. And then the VFX for the video took weeks. Like it literally took almost a month to do the VFX, which is all the special effects. So it takes it from being someone in a green suit to someone made of stars, which it was a long process, but I have no idea how that stuff works. So glad that some people do. Okay, loving all your comments. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to pick a random question. How much has COVID and the lack of human interaction impacted your music recently? What is one positive side effect from having to be isolated in the last 2 years? Really good question. It's really, really impacted my music, I think. Like I didn't write a lot of songs in the first couple lockdowns just because I feel like I write about everyday experiences, things that happen to me. It's all very like I don't know, just storytelling. Like I need to be inspired, and because I wasn't seeing anyone or going out anywhere, it was really hard to just come up with stuff, or even just feel inspired. So yeah, it definitely impacted it. One positive side effect is definitely like working on my production and just becoming a bit more self-sufficient again, because the last album I did quite a lot of it on my own. Like I just wrote a lot of it in my bedroom. The Sun Will Come Up, and did a bit of production. And then because that one kind of did quite well, I had the opportunity to work with a lot of people that I dreamed of working with. And I think I just like lost a bit of confidence in working alone, because I was like, why work alone when you can work with these amazing producers? But it really pushed me to learn my production again and kind of forced me to do that. So that was definitely positive. And just like posting videos, getting TikTok. That was it's a fun experience. So yeah, it was good. Well, it wasn't good, but made the best of it. Okay, having a little look now. Mm-hmm. Hannah, are you looking forward to getting back on stage this month? Yes, I played a very small showcase for my label and some of my team in the UK. Was it last week? Maybe last week. I can't remember. Time is weird. And I was so nervous, and I actually like felt a bit emotional on stage. I have no idea how I'm going to be at these gigs. Warning in advance. But it was so good to be on stage, and it's really hard picking songs for the album is hard in the best of times, but because I haven't been playing live and testing out new songs, like I have no idea what you guys are gonna like. So I think it'll be really good to debut some new songs, see what you're thinking, and just see like what ones connect. So yeah, I'm very excited. It's also weird being on like social media and seeing comments and likes and stuff, which is obviously lovely, but I don't know, it's like hard to remember that you're all like real humans until I play a live gig and I'm like, people are singing the lyrics. That's so cool. So I'm really excited for those. Iris, how is your songwriting process? My songwriting process differs with every song. For When You Lose Someone, weirdly, I actually recorded almost the entire writing process of it. Let me know if you think I should put that onto YouTube as something that you'd be interested in seeing, because I think it's quite interesting looking back at how a song forms. That was basically with my friends Fanny and Simon in Sweden when I was visiting my gran, and Fanny and Simon were playing this like chord pattern on the piano, and then it just came out. Like I just like the song you'll see in the video if I post it. It is 10 minutes long, so it's kind of I don't know. It's maybe a bit long, a bit self-indulgent, but I'll put it out there. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. Basically, just like I don't know, you just sing until you find a melody that clicks, and then the words just fit. It's just a very natural process when a song kind of writes itself as such. But there's other times where I'll have to sit at a piano and literally like lose my mind over trying to find the right words or whatever. So it's not always as straightforward. But yeah, I'll share that if it's something you're interested in. Okay. Is there going to be more singles released before the album drops from Ian Santos? Yes. There's going to be quite a few. I think because it's been so long, it's been like 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. Trying to find out how old my last album was. 3 years, yeah. It's been 3 years since my last album. And I swore I wouldn't be away that long before this one. But unfortunately, COVID lockdown, I was making my album in Sweden and then I couldn't get into the country for a year. So it all kind of got put on hold. So I feel like I need to get more music out there. The direction has shifted a little bit since Summer Fling and Life's a Bitch. So yeah, I really just want to like get the songs out, and then I feel like the album is something that kind of comes at the end now. It's something for people that want to hear more. But yeah, I have a lot of songs that I'm really, really excited for you to hear. I feel like When You Lose Someone is kind of the start of the album sound, if that makes sense. But yeah. Okay, I'll answer a couple more. From Tiffany, how do you go about with songwriting? Do you write lyrics first or do you make harmonies? Again, it's different with every song. Normally, I'll get some chords that I like, and then I'll just sing like nonsense, like it's not even words. I'll just make noises until I'm like, oh, like that melody, and then the word will just slot in. Sometimes a lyric will come to me and I'll be like, I want to write a song about this subject. So it really depends. But yeah, I'll definitely share some of that process with you. Will Life's a Bitch and Summer Fling be on the album? Well, I actually have all the proposed album tracks on this door here. I'm very glad it's not on show, otherwise I would have just leaked my whole album. But I don't think so. I think like for me, they like originally I was like, yeah, they're on the album, but for me now, like listening to how the album's forming, they feel like standalone tracks, which is interesting because it's not what I started off with in mind. But because it's been so long that I've been making this album, I don't know, I feel like it got to like November, December last year and I was listening to all the tracks and I was like, it feels like there's two things going on here. And I think it's just a case of time passing. Like I wrote a lot of the album pre-COVID, and then obviously I didn't get to put it out immediately. And I feel like I don't know, I feel like I've just like grown up a bit. Like some of the songs just don't connect the way they were a couple of years ago. And I've also written a lot of new stuff. I've like gone through a lot in the past 2 years, so I have like a lot to write about, which you'll hear on the album. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to make sure that I loved every song now, and I would still love every song in like 10 years or whatever, and just be really proud of it. So yeah, When You Lose Someone does feel like the first kind of album track sonically, but it's not all ballads. It's just I don't know how to describe it. Just like a little bit less poppy and like more lyrical, stripped back, if that makes sense. Okay. Will there be some old school NN tracks on the set list for the shows this month? From Perky, there will be some old songs. Probably not from Peroxide, just because it's so old now, and I've actually released so many songs, it's really hard to pick a set list and like keep everyone happy. Because I know some people like the first album, some people like The Sun Will Come Up, some people like the new stuff. So the whole point in the shows really is to like debut new songs and get your reactions. It's kind of like an exclusive listening party as such. I'm literally playing just me and my guitar and piano, so you can really hear the songs and hear the stories. But yeah, I'll definitely be playing some from The Sun Will Come Up as well. Yeah. Would you consider releasing a double album and include the singles you've already released? From Barry. Maybe. There's rules as well, like it's kind of boring, but there's rules of how many singles you can put out from an album before it drops as well, unfortunately. But I don't know, I feel like albums are different these days. It's like it's not something that you just sort of package up and like put on the shelves at a shop. It's more for me like creating a body of work that feels solid and cohesive and has like a theme and a story, because you can go and listen to those singles anytime you want on streaming or whatever it is that you listen to music on. So it's like I want to get as many new things on the album, and whatever songs work together to create like a body of work and visually like create a world. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's like a weird time for albums. I just want to make like a solid body of work, kind of like The Sun Will Come Up. It all had a theme, and yeah. Okay, I'll answer a couple more. Do you think you'll have any features on NN3? I don't think so. I like to do features separate to an album. Like when I make an album, I just want to make, like I said, like just a body of work that sums up a time and a place that I was in, and probably like you guys are in as well, because I feel like we're often similar ages. And features I love to do like outside an album, like between albums or before an album comes out, or if it's just like the right song with the right feature. But yeah, I don't know. I just like to keep an album just like one thing normally. But never say never. If the right thing was there, maybe. Annie Graham, would you ever want to write a Bond song? I'd love to write a Bond song. I love the one that Billie Eilish did. I thought it was amazing. Yeah, that'd be fun. From Suze, oh, my dogs are barking. Okay, I'll answer two more. From Suze, will you ever do anything like a country pop song? I love country music so much. It is a dream of mine to make a country album one day. I definitely feel like there's not country influence on this upcoming album, but definitely the Nashville way of writing, being very focused on the storytelling, especially the next singles, very storytelling. The concept, like very lyric heavy. Like Nashville has definitely inspired my writing, and I think like a lot on this upcoming album is inspired by that kind of style of writing. But I would love to make a country album one day. One day in the distant future, maybe. From Aggressive Bread, when is your Reputation era? I think I had my Reputation era, to be honest, on Modern Love. I feel like that was my Reputation era. That was my slightly like unhinged. I've grown up now. I'm singing about casual sex. That was my Reputation era. Chewing Gum was the pinnacle of that. I think I needed it. Like, I literally made an album as a kid, like a folky pop album about, I don't know, like being a teenager. And then I was like, I'm grown up now. Chewing Gum is coming out. That was definitely it. I don't feel the urge to have another Reputation era, but you never know. Life is unpredictable. Okay, one more. We Stand Chewing Gum. I loved that song. It was great. Um, I'm trying to pick a good last question. Did you enjoy your collab with Sasha Sloan from Kashif? Yes, I love that. That's probably my favorite collab I've done actually, with Sasha and Charlotte Lawrence. I think they're both amazing artists, and it was really nice to collaborate with other females that are kind of similar to me, because I feel like more so now, but when I first started, it just wasn't really something that was done. So that was really cool. And I got to LA and got to see us on billboards and everything. It was so cool. Yeah. All right. Well, I am gonna go because my dogs are barking. I don't know if you can hear them. But thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you love the video, and I have lots of exciting things coming for you soon. Bye. Hopefully see some of you at these shows as well. Bye.